calling all stations to the BC Aries Net. This is K9OPL, Kilo Alpha 9, Oscar Papa Lima, Joe in Columbus, Bartholomew County. This time, is there anyone holding emergency, priority, or welfare traffic? Please call Net Control. Net Control with the pro words break, break, and I will assist you with your emergency. Otherwise, please follow directed net protocol at all times. This net meets every Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. Its twofold purpose is to disseminate information regarding Aries and other amateur radio activities in and around Bartholomew County, and to serve as a weekly net practice session and training session for BC Aries members. All amateur radio operators duly licensed to operate on this frequency are welcome. You do not need to bring traffic to the net, nor do you need to be a BC Aries member. When checking in, please state your name, give your FCC call sign in plain English as well as using standard ITU phonetics, and give your county. Do we have any announcements this evening for the net? Please call K9OPL. We will begin taking check-ins. Check-ins are taken by order of call sign suffix. And we will begin with suffixes starting with the letters Alpha through Hotel. Alpha through Hotel.
CJT, November 9, Charlie, Juliet, Tango, Noel in Bartholomew County.
KG9DK, that's Kilo Golf, Niner Delta Kilo, John, Bartholomew County.
9DK. And yeah, I changed it up a little bit. I used Alpha through Hotel. I'm used to the other net. India through Romeo suffixes next, please.
KD9LES, this is Les in Gosport, no traffic.
Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo, repeat, K9RMR, Randall and Rueff, Taylorsville, Bartholomew County. Good evening, Joe, and everybody else on the net this evening.
Let's try it again. KD9RPB, Bruce in Bartholomew County.
K9JAJ, Kilo 9, Juliet Alpha Juliet, Jeff, Bartholomew County.
KD9LES, K9RMR, KD9RPB, and K9JAJ. Good evening. Remainder of the alphabet, please. Sierra through Zulu suffixes.
9W, David, Lawrence County, no traffic.
Whiskey, NT9W. This is K9OPL with the BC Aries Net. Let's take the entire alphabet. Alpha through Zulu, any station, anywhere. The list that we have so far, and we'll take some comments from those of you assembled. And we'll start with Noel, N9CJT, for comments.
I don't really have anything this evening, Joe, so back to you, and thanks for letting me check in, N9CJT.
Your comments, John.
This is KG9DK. Well, Joe, I'm about the same boat as Noel, and so I'm going to pass it right back to you and listen to the others. This is KG9DK, back to Net Control.
Okay, so we'll try, next up, we'll go to KD9, Lima Echo Sierra. Les, your turn.
Well, appreciate you doing that. I hope I'm getting in okay. Hope everybody is well, and that's just about it from Gosport. This is K9LES.
You dropped once or twice, but very barely. You were basically in solid, so thank you for being there and checking in, joining us this evening. K9RMR, Randall, your turn.
Well, good evening, Joe and everybody on the net. I got some good news today about the radio tower that Noel and Bruce are going to help me with Saturday. I contacted the lady on the phone this morning, or tried to, and turned out her phone was disconnected because it was a cell phone. So I thought, uh-oh, this isn't good. So later this afternoon, I decided to write her a letter, and I did so, and left it on her at their house. And I got a call at home from a different phone number about 10 minutes later, which I thought was a pretty quick response. And it turns out not only did they say that 10 o'clock on Saturday would be that would be fine, no problem. So we got that scheduling figured out. That's good. That everybody's good, and for 10 o'clock on Saturday. But she was like, she told me, she said, well, she had talked to her husband, and her husband wanted to tell me that they also, on the back of the house, had an additional radio antenna. So I don't know if it's compatible with the tower. I don't know what kind it is. I don't know what size it is. But I told her I would be more than happy to help take that antenna down as well. I didn't think that would be much of a problem, and I said if it doesn't work with the tower, I'm sure I could find somebody that would be more than interested in taking it and using it. So that was kind of good news. And so I'm definitely looking forward to working with Bruce and Noel on Saturday. And with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control.
I'm sure you're looking forward to that, and you'll get out your steel wool and paintbrush or whatever you're going to use to clean that thing up and get it ready for the antennas that you'll put up on it. KD9RPB, speaking of Bruce, your turn.
Thanks, Joe. Not a whole lot going on from my area. I'm just looking out the window here and noticing how much greener the grass is that I mowed last night since the rain. So it just means I'm going to have to do it again here pretty quick. Looking forward to Saturday. Hopefully the weather forecast will be in our favor, and looking forward to meeting everybody in person. So back to you, Net Control.
Interesting experience getting up there and helping take that stuff down, take that tower apart and everything. K9JJ, Jeff, good evening, your turn.
K9OPO, here is K9JJ. Good evening, Joe. Not much new around the homestead here. Just a couple reminders. The Indiana QSO party is coming up in less than a month. Runs for 12 hours beginning at 1500 Zulu time on May 1st, and that'll be on the 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meter amateur bands. So if you're into that type of thing, mark that on your schedule. Again, it's May 1st, just a couple weeks away. Also, another announcement regarding the collection of application fees by the FCC. Regardless of what you may have heard, they will not begin collecting these fees on April 19th, as has been reported in several different places. More than likely that won't happen until sometime this summer, and when they do decide to start collecting, there'll be plenty of heads up from the FCC with that. Other than that, Joe, thanks for taking the net this week. I'll be back next week to sit there in the big chair, as we like to say. Just a reminder, as people check in and give their comments, that they sign their call sign with you when they're turning it back to Net Control. Thanks again, Joe. K9JJ, back to you.
Okay, thank you much, Jeff, and for everything that you do as well. um, keeping the Aries team abreast of information and of course, coordinating the team. I appreciate that. And between the two of us, we keep these things going. Matter of interest to anybody, maybe I have managed to speak to W9MDT Mike, one of the Mikes, who's now, I forget what is that, Greene County? I can't remember now where he is, but out of range of us right now, but I've spoken to him on C4FM Fusion on the Indiana South link, which is where I've got that hooked up through my open spot, and he has a repeater pretty close by to him that keeps that link connected on that repeater. So very easy to get a hold of him that way. That's kind of fun. Let's see, November Tango 9 Whiskey. Your turn for comments.
Thank you. I wasn't going to put any comments tonight, but I thought, well, since I'm still standing here and heard you call, so congratulations to the guy that got the tower. I know how hard those things are to come by. You know, I looked, and finally I lucked out and got a 60-foot one with about 90% of the galvanizing still on it. So I've already got it cleaned up and painted and ready to put up. So good luck to the guys that are going to be helping him. And back to net control, NT9W.
Okay, thank you much, and thanks for sticking around, giving your comments. That's the bottom of the current list. This is K9OPL with the BC Aries Net. And I gave my short comment already, I guess, basically. I also did, for any of you who may or may not have been involved in it, the Last Man Standing had their last hurrah, a couple of weeks ago now, a week and a half. That was a lot of fun. I made several contacts. I didn't get them all, but I made several, including getting on D-Star and getting them there, and several HF contacts on, I think I got a 40 and 80, I think, were the two places I got contacts with them. This is K9OPL, and we're at the bottom of the current list. We'll stand by for any additional check-ins to the BC Aries Net. Please call. Okay, one more call. Do we have any other stations or anything else in terms of announcements, questions, comments, any other business to bring before the net while we're still assembled? This is K9OPL standing by. I'm going to call the net closed at 7:46 local time. And I want to thank all of you for being there this evening, participating. Thanks Columbus Amateur Radio Club for the use of this repeater. And at this time, I'm going to close net, return this repeater to normal amateur radio use. This is K9OPL. Good evening, all 73s.